Morning, Mike.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
This is Monday morning. Thanks for coming, everyone. We have Matthew and Maria. Matthew, are you outside because you're going to use a barbell?
No, I just had my dumbbells in my car.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Parking lot to use them.
I've been moving my stuff indoors and outdoors over and over again.
It's raining here.
Yep, it stopped raining here. It rained really hard last night.
Oh, great.
Yep, it rained. The forecast was for enough rain that I went to the hut and set up the pump equipment because
Wow.
they were thinking of like 2 inches overnight. I don't know if we got there, but it came down.
No way.
There was a slide on Canaan that had all lanes closed.
Yeah, I saw that. It looks like they reopened it, but
Yeah.
you know that it's a good one. Oh, there's Marge.
Have a visitor from South Texas.
I'm nervous.
Thanks for coming. Good to be here. Mars, the person right above you is Pam, and she's from South Texas originally.
Hey, South Texas, buddy.
There you go. All right, so we have a good group. Thanks for coming, everyone. This is the workout today is the dumbbell strength complex, and eventually we'll be going through 5 deadlifts, 5 hang power cleans, 5 push press, 5 front squats. Notice that these two are transposed. Oftentimes we do the squat before the press, but today we switch it up a little bit just for fun. But those 5 rounds are done not for time, right? We go through 1 round and then we rest as much as we want. We get to chat, you'll write down your scores, and then we'll move on to the next one. But first, let's get a general warm-up going in here. And for that, I'd like you just to start Simon Shuffle, just bouncing in place as if you're jumping up and down. And I'll get everything set up. So let's go for this Simon Shuffle back and forth. I texted my coaching group about 15 or 20 minutes ago telling them I was going to go for a run. So I went for like a 10-minute run around the neighborhood. And I noticed when I came back into the house that the thermostat was set to 74. And so I walked in from a 58 degrees to 74 degrees and immediately I started sweating. So I feel pretty warmed up already. And then we'll get these twists, shift the arms and the hips in the opposite direction. We have quite a few views of the 20-minute foot and calf mobility session that I filmed the other day. We've been doing quite a bit of jumping and landing. Hopefully every time you jump, you're landing. That's kind of a joke, but I hear no auditory feedback, so I'll just assume everyone's laughing. So bring the knees up to the chest and then back down. And you can walk across your living room, knee to chest, back down, and take a little trip because we're going to go for about 10 more of these. Knees to chest. And continue walking across your living room. Pull that knee tight up into the chest and take a split second to balance in place as you do that. All right, knee to chest, hold, 2, 3, other side, knee to chest, hold, 2, 3. After you get in 10 of those, we're gonna go for a hurdler's walk. So knee goes from outside in. So you'll take a step, match feet and walk across your living room, taking the hurdler's walk just out and back. Maybe you'll get 20 of these total. So with this general warm-up, the idea is just to get some blood flow and circulation going. We have to keep Holden and Priscilla warm because it's 30 degrees outside. So let you guys feel the warmth. Create some warmth. And then now we're going to do the zombie walk. As soon as you're done with the hurdler walk, you're going to kick your left foot up and extend your right hand. Take a step, right foot up, to the left hand. And then you'll walk across your living room or your garage or your basement doing the kick up, right? It doesn't have to be an extremely aggressive kick, particularly because this is just a warm up. So matching right to left for about 20 of those. And then when you're set, you'll meet me back in the middle for a little more Simon shuffle. And I'll take a look at what you guys are doing. Okay, Pam's back, Matthew's back. And so with this Simon shuffle, let's just go for some lateral jumping, right? As if we're skiing, some little moguls. And then as soon as you're ready, I want you to take 1, 2, 1, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. And then hang out in place. So I want to encourage you guys. I know Maria's mom is here. Thanks for coming. I want to encourage you guys to invite people to come to this. Anytime I see somebody new that I'm going to assume hasn't done a lot of barbell or dumbbell work, I will create the necessary scaling and modification options for those people. So don't be afraid based on what you see with the workout by saying, oh no, there's dumbbells in it. Clearly, we can do this entire workout without a set of dumbbells. In fact, let's do that just for right now. We'll start our specific warm-up, pretending you have some dumbbells in your hands, holding those dumbbells to the outside edges of the leg, push the hips back, lower it to the ground, and stand right back up. Imagine you have grocery bags in your hands, right, that are filled with eggs and toilet paper, all those things that are in short supply. And you're just pushing the hips back, setting them down to the ground, and then standing back up. Get in 5 or 6 of these, right? The idea is they touch the ground and you're in that solid, rigid, neutral spine position. Notice that the view from forward is I have my chest up, I'm looking off into the horizon. So that's the basic deadlift. And now hang power clean. Imagine you're holding onto something. You get ready and you jump it up to the shoulders. Bring it back down. Hang, jump it up to the shoulders. So you can imagine like you're picking up from the ground a kid, a 40-pound kid, jumping it up to the shoulders. In order to practice just the mechanics of the movement, you can imagine reaching down, hands to the knees, and jump and land. Hands to the knees, jump and land. With the weights in the hands, jump it up to the shoulder. And then one more. Okay, the next one is the push press. So we'll start here just with the hands up at the shoulders and then lifting it up overhead. So get in 5 of those. At the top of this, right, you can do this relaxed where it doesn't help or warm you up at all. And then you can imagine actually putting some tension into the positions and locking out up overhead. Imagine pushing against, imagine I have a 7 foot 2 inch ceiling and I'm pressing against that ceiling. Belly's tight, glutes are on, all of this lower body. So get in 5 of those presses. Eventually, you'll have some weights in your hands. And now let's imagine doing the dip and drive. So you're gonna put something up overhead, reset, down, up. Use those legs to put it up overhead. Good. So we forgot the squat. I'm used to finishing with the press there. Just get in a set of 5 air squats. Push those hips back, set the weight in the heels. These are your first 5 squats of the day, maybe. And then let's do this for your next set of 5 squats. I'm gonna have you just push the hips back. 3, 2, 1, and you're going to blast off out of the bottom. Push hips back. Weight right in the middle of the feet, right? Hanging. 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Get 3 more of those. Hold the bottom position for 3, 2, 1. Jump. 2 more of those. Great. That's the drive that you want out of the bottom. So do you see how we just did something with no weight at all, which could clearly be part of the specific warm-up or the skill of lifting the weights, but it really was a body weight movement that just gets you a little bit warm. So let's go through one round, imagining 3 repetitions of each thing. So 3 deadlifts, 1, right? In each one of these, I want you to create the external, like I want you to create some tension in the muscles so that you're actually using a little more energy than just going through the motions, okay? Literally, you're going through the motions, but I want you to create some muscle tension that allows you to get a little warm, right? Hang power clean. 3 reps each. Strict press or push press, belly is on, followed by 3 front squats. Cool. We're going to warm up a couple of other things right now, just as a reminder of some other activities that we have going on the bingo chart. So after you get your set of squats, go ahead and find a place to get in 5 push-ups. Okay, I'm going to start by using these 2 stools. So I'm scaling the movement so that I don't have to go all the way down to the floor. I can use a box in the back of the couch or a couple of chairs from the dining room. So I got somewhere between 5 and 10 push-ups there. I know a couple of you have been shooting for the bingo square where it says get 10 minutes of handstands. Now that means you can get whatever it would be, 100 bouts of 6 seconds, and that would add up to 10 minutes. You can get 10 bouts of, 60 seconds of a minute each. Some of you and me are accruing some of that and not quite making the total to cross off the square in the bingo game. Yeah, big deal, right? It's good. Even if you're not hitting that goal of actually Xing the square off, you're still accruing all of that time under tension. So I just got in, we'll call it 8 push-ups. I have 92 more push-ups to go to X off my square of push-ups. Now I'm going to do a little bit of inversion to get ready for some handstands. So I'm going to go from plank into downward facing dog just 10 times. Warming up the shoulders. For eventually what I'm going to do here is crawl across my house. It ends up being 15 meters out and 15 meters back if I do the entire thing in a bear crawl. So the position I'm going to start in is just like downward facing dog. I'm going to allow myself to bend my knees and slowly walk across the living room, looking down at my thumbs, and get in a bear crawl. All right, Pam kicked up there into a handstand. Cool, you can do anything you want in this inversion, right? You can kick up into some handstands. You can do a bear crawl. Now there's a lot of different versions. If you can still hear me as you walk away from the computer, now move into a crawl where you're not bending your knees at all. So the knees are stiff. And it just creates a little bit of a different angle of pull on the glutes and in the lower back. Maybe even in the lats if you can bring your hands, your feet up outside to your hands. Okay, all of this counts, maybe not for a score in a game of bingo, but all of this counts towards just accruing time under tension, getting the hips over the head so that you're inverted. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is standing here on the yoga mat. Now, I don't have a wall up next to me right here, but I normally can control how high up I go. I'm going to get in a couple of kick-ups and down, just under control. Notice I go up with my right foot. Let's see, notice I kick up. My left foot's on the ground. I kick up with my right. My left foot comes back down to the ground. Now I'm going to practice with the other foot. You can do that up against the wall or someplace where you don't accidentally go all the way over. Just putting body weight in the shoulders and warming up for maybe today. Let's have an altar call here, a fitness altar call. Raise your hand if you're going to get your 10 minutes of handstands today. Show me. Okay, so Maria is committing to it. Oh, Mars is committing to it. All right. Dr. Joe's already inverted. Pam is committing to it. Do we have someone else? Kim is committing to it. All right. Now, oh, Eric has got it too. Oh, I think he said 9. He's going to do 9 minutes. Oh, all 10. Okay. Anyone want to do the push-ups today? Now, oh, we've got Cecily and Dusty, or it's just maybe Cecily. All right. Both of them are into it. Cool. Anyone want to do the 100 push-ups today? Oh, Jane is committed too. I'm going to do the 100 push-ups because for 2 days in a row, no, 2 separate days, I got up to like 60 or 70. And I'm going to use the excuses I just forgot. Like I got up to some number and then the day was over. I woke up the next day and realized I didn't make it to 100. But again, it's not a failure. It's just that you didn't get to X off the bingo game. All right. Let's move over to dumbbells here. We've got a little bit of handstand, a couple push-ups in. Please get in a light set of dumbbells. If you don't have a light set, you might do what I'm going to do here on this first round. I'm going to grab my 25-pound dumbbell, and I'm going to get in 5 dumbbell deadlifts. Notice I'm pausing in the bottom here to hold, checking in that I have a solid stomach. So I got 5 of these, maybe 6. And now I'm going to alternate for a couple of hang power cleans on one arm. So I'm going to get 3 on the right. Then I'm going to switch. Notice how this working arm here is straight until the hips pop. Catch it on the shoulder. Now I'm going to go with 3 push press on each side. I'm going to show you the upright torso. I'm going to make sure that I dip with this torso upright. My right shoulder is right over the hip. I don't want you to dip forward here. It leads to the dumbbell not traveling in an efficient path. Belly tight, lock out. And then I'm going to take 5 front squats. Okay. So that's a good warm-up of something that is clearly submaximal, but it gets me on the path to where I'm going next, right? Notice that Pam is using a barbell. Pam, do you have bumper plates on the way? I don't remember. A couple people, Eric and Joanna, have bumper plates on the way. No, you don't. Okay. But notice that you can use not just a set of dumbbells, but you can use barbells today. I'd like to now have you go ahead and get your, this is set 0 again. This set doesn't count towards your 5 rounds, but this will be your final warm up before the actual working set. So I'm going to take both of my dumbbells and I'm going to demonstrate how how the workout goes here. This is my final warm-up set before I actually get in my first heavy-ish set. And like I talked about in the preview video, you can either go all the way down to the ground with one head of the dumbbell, or if you don't have the mobility to get there because your back flexes, right? Then I only want you to go down so that the handle of the dumbbell is below the knees. Again, that's not to make it easy. It's meant to help you maintain good, rigid, neutral spine. 5 deadlifts. 5 dumbbell hang power clean. So hang just to the top of the knee. It's crazy how easy it is to lose count. Now I'm going to push press for 5. And now I'm going to front squat. Notice where that exhale takes place, because I have tension in my belly. The exhale's at the top. Now I finished my 20 reps. I'm going to stay in control as I reset the dumbbells back down to the ground. All right. So that was my final round 0. To warm up, I used 25-pound dumbbells. Now my next set of dumbbells are 40, so it's a big jump, but I've done it before, so I know that I can handle that. So the question is, how are you gonna handle round 1? Round 1 needs to be unbroken, 5, 5, 5, 5, all 20 reps. You can go as fast or as slow as you need to. I want you to go slow enough that your mechanics are under control, that you are controlling your body through space and gravity is not taking over on you. But I want you to go at a fast enough pace that you don't have to rest in between. Now, I'm not worried that many or any of you will be considering rest in the first round, but it might happen for some of these other rounds. So take a look at Matthew's got a single dumbbell. I think maybe he only has one, or maybe this is his final warm up with that 50-pound dumbbell. I think he only has one. So this workout, I love doing this together as a group. In fact, I say this maybe too often, but I don't think it's shameful to admit that I would not be doing this. I'd be sitting on the couch reading a book rather than doing this, but I knew that I had to meet up with you. We are ready for round 1. If you're ready to go ahead and pick up your set of dumbbells or your barbell and start round 1, go ahead and do it. Those of us that don't know exactly what we're going to use for loading are going to watch you. And then those of you that have questions, go ahead and Pam.
Yeah, so I was going to use my 35-pound kettlebell and just do like right side through a set and then left side through a set and then rest.
Yeah, perfect. That's great. Now, you get to decide whether or not you do. Now, I would say deadlifts, single arm.
Yeah.
Presses, single arm. Hang power clean, single arm. And then on the front squat, maybe you just hold it in the front round position.
Right.
After you finish round 1, we'll talk about how you can go about doing round 2. But all we got to do is round 1. So go ahead and begin round 1. Most of you have gotten started. Standing there looking at me with a smile on your face, not moving, then I know you have a question. Is that sound of metal clinking against metal? You may notice in this workout how easy it is to lose count up to the number 7.
Question, Mike.
How'd it go, Eric?
I have a question.
Yep.
I just tried the barbell at 20. I feel more stable. It's more challenging, definitely. But somehow with a barbell, I wobble a little less. Which advice I go with the 20 more challenging, or do I stick to the 15 dumbbells?
Yeah, I think after you get in the next round, you're going to find more stability with the barbell than you will with the dumbbell. Now, I know your dumbbells are a little too light, so I think it's a good idea. Yeah, use the barbell. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
All right.
For sure. Now, for you, what you'll decide is if you want to continue doing the presses or if you want to just axe that part and not do any presses. And I'd like you also, Joanna, right after you're done recovering, move over to the ring and get in a set of ring rows.
Just now, not later, just now.
Correct. No, after every set.
Oh, okay.
All right. Anyone have any questions about what we just did right there? So you feel the heart rate starts to go up after you get into those hang power cleans. Really cardiorespiratory system doesn't care what you're doing in terms of human movement. It responds based on needing to deliver that oxygen to the working muscle. You could be running, you could be hitting a sledgehammer, out paddling the lifeguard at this point. It gets a little tough with music in the background, and we know that you want music. Okay, Pam, question.
Yep. So, so I did right arm deadlift, hang power clean, push press. Then I did goblet squats for 5. Then I did left arm deadlift, hang power clean, push press, and then I stopped. Is that okay? Okay.
Yeah, I think now you're going to like this or not, but add another 5 squats to that.
Okay.
Right? That means the heart rate continues to go up. You add some volume without adding load. And that's what we have to work with here is that if you had extra load, like I just used a set of 40s, I'd prefer to go up to 45 on the next set. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use my same 40-pound dumbbells and I'm going to go 6 reps of everything. Okay. Right? So that's the way to add a bit of volume. You know, our 2-minute, 3-minute break is just about up. So that's the way you can go about doing it. If, like, imagine if I only had my 25-pound dumbbells, I would probably be doing about 8 repetitions per movement. I do have a single 45 with some metal taped on the outside. I'll have to incorporate that at some point here. All right, here we go with round 2. All right, we're spotlighting Holden and Priscilla here. Those look good with the hang power cleans. Remember, if you decided to do more repetitions, then add 1 repetition to each movement. Then you have to count to 6. All right, round 2. How'd it go, Maria? What load are you using?
I just switched to 25.
Okay.
It was harder than the 20s for sure.
And how about you, Jane? Jane, what? There we go. Here we go, Pam. Nice deep squat. So Maria just went from 20 in round 1, 25 in round 2,
Mhm.
and now the possibility is that she might be going to how many repetitions?
6.
6. Es que sí, me parece que es mejor para ti. Para levantar
Yeah,
peso.
I'll do 6. Jane, how are you doing?
I'm just doing light, but I'm just doing it. And I'm getting as many push-ups as I can to start knocking off towards 100 today.
All right.
A
Jane,
little extra.
cool. All right. Ours moved into a little bit of a different view there.
Marcela, how are you doing?
We can see
Doing
her.
great.
What weight are you using, Mom?
I'm using 12 pounds dumbbell for the push press and using a pair of kettlebells that are 26 pounds.
Woo!
I'm a weakling, but I'm getting stronger.
Getting stronger, that is it. Knockout there, Cecily. All right, Dr. Nelson is getting into the presses, and then we'll watch her drop into some front squats. All right, Roy. Okay. Getting ready for round
All right, John.
John started round 3, it looks like.
Oh, are we supposed to start?
Start whenever you're ready. The idea is that you get about 2 to 3 minutes break, and then you go ahead and start. Okay, I'm still going to use my set of 40s, but I'm going to go 7 reps. And then the next set, I'm going to add some weight to my dumbbells so that I can go back down to 5 repetitions. All right, good squats, Joe. Good squats, Marcella. Try and keep the heels on the ground, Marcella. All right, that was a better one than the one before. That's it, right there, even better. Way to go, Jane. Keep looking for depth in the squat. Good. All right. Lori's going through the rounds a little bit faster than us, which is fine. She's got a appointment in a little bit. So that was round 3, I think. Was that round 3 for you, Maria? Got it. Okay. If and when you're ready for round 4, go ahead and do it.
I'm not ready for round 4.
I am not ready either. So add some weights in the form of watching a recorded version of this. It's a good idea to use a barbell if you have one. Today. Moving, I imagine that's round 4.
Yeah, Pam.
Thank you, Maria.
iPad for them. You just look it up. By the way, the passcode, if you lose it, is always arrows. If you get the passcode.
All right, Pam. Joanna.
Go, Cecily.
Try and check your email. See if he sent
Come
it
on,
to you.
Andy. So you've been adding each round, Andy?
I did the first 2 rounds at 40 kilograms, and I've done the last 2 at 50, and that's all I have. So I'll finish at 50 kg.
Okay.
Woo! My body ends up doing a push jerk, though.
Yep, that's okay. That's fine. You're getting the weight up overhead.
Yeah. That's the heaviest I've squatted,
Good.
I think. Yeah.
Great.
Since.
That is good. How are you doing, John? You have one more round to go?
There we go. One more round to go.
Okay, great. All right, it looks like the McCrane
Maria.
round.
Hi, Jane.
I miss you.
Me too.
Look at the McRae's.
McRae's are looking good.
The McRae's melted all that snow, and you can finally see those chairs. They were covered in snow before, but they've melted them.
All right. Anyone ready to move into their final round here?
Almost.
Almost ready. Maria's ready.
We're done.
Woo!
All right, bye, Lori. Got it. There you go. Jean on her final set. Joe is on her final set.
Come on, Bruno.
Would you make it, buddy?
Come on.
Right, here we go, Joe.
Dr. Joe.
Got you on the spotlight here for your final round, Joe.
Here we go.
All right, Joe. There we go. 3 more. 2 more. 1. Way to go, Joe. Oh, she's doing it left. Sorry. That's 8.
Hi, my nephew.
Way to go, Joe.
I do 9.
You're 9. Okay. Here we go, Andy. All right.
Nice, Andy.
Way to go. All right, Joanna's on her final round.
All right, Joanna.
Good positioning, Joanna. That looks good. Is this going to be your final round, Eric?
Yeah.
All right. All right. If you're done, go ahead and chat the results. So it may be a little bit complicated today. Whatever you want to write down there, I'll determine later how I put that up on the board. But go ahead and start putting your results in. Nice job, Pam. This is it, Eric and Joanna. Final couple reps here. Nice, Joanna. Now get in your ring rows.
Everyone or to Mike?
It doesn't either way, Priscilla. If you just, however you want to chat that in.
Hey, did you get our skate ski sprints from last Monday?
Oh yeah, I put those down, and you guys were on. You guys had an Instagram post also.
Oh no, we've never done that before, so we love the inspiration that you gave us.
Nice, pushing the pace. That was good. Now Eric, who's finishing up his squats right there, for me in the top left corner. Here we go, Eric. Try and keep those elbows up. Keep that bar on the front rack. Way to go. Eric got us a C2 ski erg just yesterday, I think, actually, or Saturday.
I mean, I literally did.
So
Do you want me to give a range of weights?
now I know that many of you guys are putting in your scores right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do that, but I'm going to show you what we're going to just go right into here. We're going to do just 6 or 8 minutes of this. Yep, Dusty mixed and match. That's perfectly not just acceptable, but it's great because many people are using excuses why they're not doing some sort of training. Just keep getting it in. All right, I'm going to do a little bit of groundwork here that you can call natural movement, animal flow, breakdancing. So I'm just going to get on in a position that's kind of like all fours. If you start with your knees on the ground and then just bring your knees up off the ground. And the reason I thought of this is because yesterday, the yoga class, we went from plank, bringing a right knee to the right elbow, and then shifting that right foot out to the side. So I want you to do that to start with. If you have wrists that are sensitive to being in this position, then you can do this entire thing on a set of dumbbells. So your wrist is in a neutral position. So bring that right knee to the right wrist. Now, I have socks on, so I'm able to slide very easily across the floor. And then I'm going to bend my elbows if I need to and drop that right hip to the ground and bring it right back up. So I'm going to move through 5 of these repetitions. Come back up into plank. And then actually I'm going to rest. I didn't know I'd rest there, but after the lifting, I need a little bit of a break. And then I'm going to go to the other side. Bring that left elbow to the left knee. I'm going to take my left foot out to the left and then drop my hips down and drive. After the 5th one, I'll pause. I'll bring my foot back, left knee to left wrist, back into plank, and then come up to standing again. So that's the beginning. That's the basis of the movement that we'll do for right now. That warms us up into that all fours position, and then this is where it starts to move into what will end up looking like break dancing or capoeira or some other stuff. So again, get into all fours. I'm going to face you this time so that you can see the angle of where I'm moving here. So I'm on all fours. And then I'm going to bring the knees up off the ground. I'll go on an angle here. Knees up off the ground. And it's like I'm going to pounce forward. Like, right, if you see an animal getting ready to jump, like frog position, pushing through this direction on both legs. So I have a solid base of support. And let's go around the rectangle here. Pick up your left hand and try not to move anything else. Right hand. Left foot. Right foot, although I got those backwards, sorry. And then pause. Now I'm going to imagine here that I'm at a table and I've got a set of drinks, probably margaritas with guacamole, and a spoon, because guacamole doesn't need chips, but they're good, right? So now I'm going to take that left hand off the ground, reset, right hand off the ground, reset, and I'm trying to maintain the stabilization in the midline, in the elbows and the wrists, to try and keep that tray from falling. Take a break. Now get right back into starting position, and we're going to go with right hand, left hand off the ground. And switch. Stable, left hand, right foot off the ground. Sorry, I think I said left hand, right hand. That probably is not possible. And then switch. Using these opposing limbs, They're considered contralateral. Left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Go into your stable position and then take a little break. Whoo! My 72-degree thermostat, I bet it's 75 in the house now. We have one more thing to do here with these movements. And I know I'm going to, maybe I'm not going fast, but I'm pacing it out. You guys may not have even have your scores in yet, but you can look back on the recording and get some of this in. Upcoming as well as a 20-minute video on this, on some of these movements, but this will give you a little bit of a head start. Okay, let's stay on all fours. Again, I'm gonna do this round on a set of dumbbells so I can have a neutral position with my wrists. I also could be doing them either on a set of parallettes. I could do them on a set of, actually I'm gonna do this set here on these benches, these little stools, because I can hold my wrists in a neutral position. It's not just nice and stable, but it's easier on the wrist. So I'm gonna bring right knee to right wrist, tuck the right leg under and pause. 2, 3, rotate back to center, right foot back down. Left knee to left wrist, 2, 3, twist left and under, pause, 2, 3, back to center, and back down. Take a quick break. I'll show you what it looks like on the dumbbells. Again, I'm on all fours. I have a good balance of support between all 4 appendages. Maybe if I were able to measure it, there'd be 25% of my weight on each of my 4 points of contact to the ground. I'm going to take right knee to right elbow, right leg through, back up, and down. Left foot off the ground, left knee to left elbow, bring it through, back to the middle, and rest. And now I'll show you the final movement in the series, which involves, again, that contralateral, the right hand, left foot. So I'm going to get back into position. If you need to take longer breaks between this, that's completely fine. In fact, I think I need to take longer breaks. Right hand, left hand, right foot, left foot. Right foot off the ground. As the right foot slides, the left hand comes up, and I maintain this solid position. I can straighten my right knee, tuck my right knee back in, twist over, pause, left hand, right foot to the ground. Right hand up, left foot up, rotate on the ball of the right foot over to the left hand, sort of like a plank position, side plank, extending that left knee, pointing that left toe. Right hand in the air for style points. Right knee back into the chest. Swivel back over, pause, and rest. All right. Come back into the middle, meaning rest position. All right, everyone. What was that like?
That's tough.
I'm going to have to go off the floor because the droplets got slippery under there. So I wouldn't exactly call that a cool down, although it is that static motion. Nice to have.
What's that?
All right. Holden and Priscilla. Oh, you're back up in the living room, right? Holden, Priscilla, what temperature do you keep the inside of the house at? I know you have those like warm floors.
66.
66.
And it's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot. Is it because the floor radiates?
Everything's hot.
And then the passive solar
we're getting this time of the year. It's amazing.
Oh, right. That thin air and all of that bright sun, huh? Yes. Our house, the mobile home goes from 74 and in about 2 minutes it'll be 64. All right, guys.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Mike.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, everybody. Everybody have a good day.
You too, Mommy. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Bye.
Later.
See you guys next time.
Yep.
Yep. Always.
Nice, Dr. Joe.
Oh, are you balancing on the? Oh yeah, you are.
Olin.
I thought she was holding it.
Pointed.
How long have you been up there?
Like 20 minutes.
Wow. Is she balancing?
No. I thought so too.
She's on the
She's
top of the door.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's good, Joe.
Really good.
It's easier when we're talking to you, right? Because you can hold for a longer period of time. The time goes faster.
Talk aesthesia.
Well, I know what I'm going to do for my next 20-minute session. I think we did that for like 6 minutes. And I'm like, I went from hot to completely drenched.
I like that. That was fun.
Good. We'll do it. And like I said, like it was that side, what do you call the position?
I think it's called fallen triangle.
Fallen triangle. Yeah. You did that the other day and I was like, oh,
Yeah, like,
natural movement. Yep.
yeah.
And then you went up like that.
And it ends the hold the foot. I don't know what this one's called.
It's called the break dancer.
Yeah. But you feel it like right here.
Yeah, for sure. It's a lot. It's a lot. All right. What are you guys gonna do today? It's a little rainy out.
I know.
I'm going to stand on my hands.
I know, me too.
Hopefully,
I'm going to gather and transmit all my information to the accountant for taxes. Oh boy.
That sounds like loads of fun.
well, you have now until what's the new date?
July 15th.
Yeah, we always go for the
The early.
extension and we pay a bunch of money now and then the file doesn't get filed until October.
That's it. That's what we do too.
Yeah.
Yep. Keep your money.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad this year as far as the amount of work. When you earn less, it doesn't take as long. All right.
Okay, guys. Thanks for coming.
Nice to see you
To
all.
leave.
Thank you.
Thanks, you guys.
Au revoir.
One leg on
Smiling
the wall,
faces.
and then moving one leg off of the wall for the handstand. Maybe that would be good for you too.
For Joe.
For Kim.
Okay.
And
For what are you saying, Maria?
for the handstand, like I've been doing it kind of like this. So it's not, I don't think it's as scary, but like you get into you find the wall and I'm like at a 90 degree and
Yeah.
then I lift one off.
Okay.
But I'm still using the wall a lot.
Okay. I definitely need the wall. I've been able to flip up in the past. I just haven't done it in a really long time. And I think I really injured my shoulder, so I'm a little hesitant to do it. Should I do pikes on the sofa instead?
Oh, yeah.
Great place to start for sure.
Okay. I think I'll try that for at least the first few minutes.
Good idea.
Yay!
Okay, guys.
Bye.
I see your
Bye,
smiling
Clam.
faces. I'm so hesitant to leave you all.
I know.
Have
I'm
you
still-
been
Can we
to-
pay for cocktails later or something?
Yeah, we can do Zoom happy hour.
you can
Let's
do
do
it
Zoom happy hour
Zoom
one
happy
night.
sunset. 6:30. I have an AYSO board meeting tonight. At
All right,
6.
well, let's do it another night
No, we'll do it tonight.
before you go.
30 to 7. No, it's on Zoom.
Oh,
maybe we'll learn from this, and we can always do it on Zoom. There are some things that may never go back to normal.
Yeah.
I know.
For the better.
I wonder if people will ever shake hands again or give each other hugs when they see each other.
Oh no.
I know. That's not going to work for me. I'm sorry. I'm going to contaminate all of you.
I know, me too.
That's okay.
Okay, good. I'd rather go than not have contact.
Live in a hugless society.
Yeah, that would be horrible. That would be horrible. Take my chances.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Marcia kept on, I think, kicked out, right?
Yeah, I texted you because she said that she was like, now going for a run because I'm frustrated. So I think she kept on joining and somehow she kept on getting kicked out because I saw her face like 3 or 4 times.
I saw Jenny too early on, and then I didn't see her either.
Also, we're still recording. Just.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
I got